Welcome back! Another month has passed and wow, what a month this was! We got more parts, more graphical improvements, actual kittens, and the public release. And much more. Wow. Let's get started. Links showed some nice improvements on Mars Erosion. You can most prominently see it on the cliff to the right side of the image. A screenshot from Daishi shows more parts becoming available. Also, Daishi showed a new tank variant, a shiny 3-meter tank. Those will definitely look beautiful when flown in orbit around planets that reflect in them. Again, Daishi, who posted a nice screenshot where he put a lot of parts, the kittens, as well as a lot of handwritten comments to get a nice perspective at the relative sizes of parts and how the kittens fit in. Lynx did another art pass on the moon's surface. The new update should look more like moon regolith instead of rocky and sandy. The next engine part is brought to us by Daishi. It is inspired by the LR87 and can be mounted on a 1 meter or 2 meter frame and can also be clustered on a 3 meter engine mount in pairs or quads. Enough of the engine, we also got the first separator or interstage part. This engine fairing is attached to the base of your tank and then you can adjust the height to your needs. Forces will then be directed past the engine, not through it. This will let us put stuff inside without it being affected by forces. Really looking forward to see that in action. Then Dean gave us a very first sneak peek on the first kitten in space. We just see it from behind and with preliminary engines attached to simulate a jetpack. Dean also blessed us with another of his random screenshots. This time we see a beautiful Earthrise over the moon. Our beloved cloud magician Blackrak did it again. This time he added volumetric clouds to Jupiter. But with a twist, literally. They are swirling and that looks really cool. He also promised to refine these even more and add some more verticality. This time it was JPLRepo who gave us another glimpse at the kittens. From the looks of it, the so far nameless kitten doesn't look too happy, but it got an updated jetpack at least. And another random in-between screenshot from Dean, this time showing off the new Jupiter clouds. Morrow uploaded a nice video showcasing the updated part editor. We can apparently now connect parts that show these green connector indicator lines. JPLRepo and Dean provided some more screenshots of kittens in space. And by now we also know the name of this specific one, and it is Hunter. Blackrak not only added the super nice 3D volumetric clouds for Jupiter, also the 2D version that you see when you are far away from it got a nice update. It now shows multiple cloud layers, the swirling and moving bands. On November the 14th, the day had finally come. Kitten Space Agency was released to the public. Of course, I did a dedicated video on that, link in the description. The short summary in 2 or 3 sentences. You can download Kitten Space Agency now for free on awu.com, a link in the description. And you can now donate to the project. It is totally optional and you can do so anonymously or by providing your public details, which will also give you a nice rank on the Discord server depending on how much you donated. Daishi posted a nice screenshot that shows the full set of tanks that are currently available. We see all size variants as well as the shiny skin variants. JPLRepo showed off how we can now create new vehicles with the part editor. Basically, you right-click and select Create New Vehicle. Taylor from AWU posted the first of what is apparently going to be a series of short videos introducing the team. We got to know how Stefan got to be a part of the team and how he learned to love engineering and rocket science. Keep it coming, I want more of these. BlackRack gave a nice update on MSAA, multi-sample anti-aliasing. Due to some issues with transparency handling, we still saw some ugly edges, but now these should be a lot smoother, which is what we can see on the right side of these comparison shots. Another developer interview was posted. This time we got to know the history of Jamie, JPLRepo, who has quite a history with KSP. Watch it for more details. As if the volumetric clouds were not beautiful enough already, BlackRack optimized them further. In the before part of the video, you can clearly see the jumping of the clouds as they move. In the after part of the video, the movement is a lot smoother. This apparently will also affect vehicles going through cloud layers. A new debug feature was introduced by Graphic, the engine designer. It lets you configure a ton of engine settings and also has a nice export XML feature that will be super useful for modders. Thank you, Graphic, for adding all those useful explaining tooltips. Super interesting stuff. Stefan got another spotlight in one of the new short developer videos. This time he explains how RCS controls are implemented in KSA and how it resembles how it would be done in a real spacecraft. Lynx uploaded a nice video showcasing his very early foundation work towards what we all love to know as the Parallax mod for KSP. He implemented two algorithms. One of them is hardware accelerated if your GPU supports it, and the other is CPU based. Those determine the exact terrain height at a specific position on a body. That way, if you place anything, it won't clip into the ground or float above. Every now and then, Daishi gives some work in progress update in the general channel on the Discord. This time he shows a new engine mysteriously named Engine C, because it's the third engine, I guess, and its gimbal functionality. Of course, let's highlight some notable commits that didn't make it into dedicated section of this video on their own. Now we have Sphere of Influence specific background music. It adds a lot to the atmosphere. On this channel I have posted dedicated videos on each of the music tracks. Link in the description, of course. Apparently the devs realized that landing is quite hard with a totally overpowered engine. So the thrust of the engine was cut by 5, so we can now land more easily, especially on bodies with lower gravity. This month was really a big deal because of the public release of KSA. The modding community started right from day one, and only some days in, we already see tons of useful and funny mods. I think I will make a dedicated video on those soon. If you don't want to miss any KSA updates, feel free to subscribe, and if you liked this month's update, leave a like, of course. See you in the next video. Bye bye.